You want to straighten out the budget? Start taxing corporations and the wealthy. You know nothing about what a working class citizen does. Come down here. Do you think we're idiots? Do you think we don't pay taxes? Do you think that we don't have to make budgets?
Okay guys, we have a pretty spicy video for today. A MAGA Republican recently held a town hall, I believe in Missouri, something MAGA has not been doing because of the backlash they get every time they do it, and was no different. He got absolutely torched by a constituent, a farmer, and we're going to break all of this down and more. So if you can't, leave us a like on the video. It helps us out a ton. It gives us a boost in the algorithm. We've been growing all thanks to you guys, and let's get right to the takedown.
I would appreciate you taking your father's U.S. Constitution book, read it, study it, make your own lines underneath it, and get Trump out of office. The man is a dictator. He knows nothing about what he talks about. I listened to him for about a half hour today, and I got sick at all the lies he brought up. Now, I'm about ready to lose my farm. Do you know why? I'm sure you don't know why.
Lose your what, sir?
Farm.
Farm?
Yeah.
Why is that, sir?
Because Missouri does not have wills. They have trust. They have legal zigzags.
Well, of course, he's in a red district in a red state. They don't care about agriculture. They don't care about infrastructure, jobs, wages, or anything, only to make sure that they're going to let the rich get richer. I do agree with this man wholeheartedly. I think the country would be better off if Republicans read the Constitution that they pretend to care about rather than just saying, oh, Second Amendment, you know? Because I'm starting to realize the progressive left are the only constant defenders of the Constitution in this country. The right wields it as a cudgel when it benefits them and tosses it aside when it doesn't. Most MAGA voters will also nowadays just tell you to your face they don't even like democracy. Check the Mehdi Hassan Jubilee video if you need any fact checking on that. I mean, it's scary. It's scary to see this unfold before us. It truly is a scary time just to be in, but it's sobering to see Republicans like this man willing to push back against it.
The only reason why we have farmers today is because the federal government funds them. How much money of our tax money goes to farmers? Farmers work very hard, but they're funded by the federal government, not by selling groceries. That's what Foster Farms and all of those characters, that's where they get their money. The price of steaks, $20 a pound, because of big business.
And if you want to know where the federal government gets that money that they then pay to these states, it's from blue states, wealthy blue states. Blue states pay more to the federal government than they receive back, and red states receive more than they pay. They are the largest recipients of the welfare they pretend to hate when they want to demonize black or poor people. States like California and New York single-handedly, literally keep these piss-poor red states afloat. If you see a farm in your red state, thank a liberal. If you drive on a road in your red state, thank a liberal, because if we had it MAGA's way, the wealthy would be living in golden mansions and the working class would be driving on bumpy dirt roads to and from their 60-hour work week job paying $7.25.
You want to straighten out the budget? Start taxing corporations and the wealthy, like we've been telling you. Do you think we're idiots? Do you think we don't pay taxes? Do you think that we don't have to make budgets? You talk about half-truths when I listen to you. You know nothing about taking care of children because you've always had a really good-paying job. You know nothing about what a working-class citizen does. Come down here. Come down here and start trying to pay your medical insurance. Come down here and walk into Costco to try to feed your family, to feed your kid that's moved out, to feed your great-grandchildren. I had a very good job in California, and I'm able to feed my family, and it goes all the way to great-grandchildren.
I'm sold. This man has my vote. I mean, this is what we need more of: sensible, informed, and educated Americans. Republicans, MAGA, they would never lose another election. Tax breaks don't help working class families in real time. They hurt them, especially when you calculate the expense of the social services they rely on that they'll be losing, that are often much more costly in the private sector. It's literally simple math. Tax cuts net you a small percent of your income. The smaller your income, the smaller percent you're receiving back, or smaller portion you're receiving back due to that percent. And when you match that with now having to come out of pocket for health insurance, you got pulled off your Medicaid, your electric bill goes up, and grocery costs are rising, you lost your food stamps to help cover that, you can quickly see how most families end up at a net loss because of this. What we should be doing is taxing the top to create a higher baseline for the bottom, which creates a larger pool of taxation to flood the middle, who can then take that money back to businesses who recycle it back to the top. It's the beauty of cash velocity in which everyone benefits from, and it's the dirty little secret these disingenuous clowns won't tell you. Most people on these social programs work, and those who work still need assistance, and those who work and still need assistance often aren't only $12 a check away from not needing assistance, which is the average that a family can expect back per check on these tax cuts. And that $12 in cuts expires in 2 years anyway. So if you're mad that your taxes has to go to help people on welfare relying on these social programs, and you want less people to rely on them, let's force corporations to raise wages to a livable level, make minimum wage higher than the cost of living in the highest city, and those who work will no longer need the programs. We would literally pull millions off of food stamps overnight, welfare, Section 8, and more overnight, like that, guaranteed, because again, like 82% of people on Section 8 work. I think it's like 90% of people on Medicaid work. The overwhelming amount of people on these programs work. They just don't make enough to not have to rely on them. So let's force corporations to do so, and then everyone's wins. But no, let's just keep demonizing the poor and wondering why nothing ever changes. Like maybe this time we do tax cuts, it'll actually help poverty. You know, the fourth time around doing tax cuts, they'll actually work instead of causing a recession like every single other time.